Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back from fall break. And I am going to tell you that I missed you guys, but I will be back next class on Friday. So for today, I want you to make sure that you are following along this video and taking notes off of the lesson. You should have a notebook paper. And then after you are done, you are to be completing the Delta Math assignment. And if you are managing yourself well, you should be able to finish the Delta Math assignment during class and have the work done for next class that you need. But both of these things do need to be done by the time we meet again on Friday. So today's lesson is solving systems graphically. So a system of equations graphically, what we are looking for is that if we find the solution to a system of equations, we need to find the intersection. And notice that no matter if we have a linear function or a quadratic or any combination of those, the intersection is just where the functions meet. And we're just going to find the coordinates here. So this first coordinate is 2, 0. So just remember, we are looking for XY coordinates. And then on this one, I'm going 1, 2, 3 to the, so that's in the negative direction. So that's going to be -3, comma, -5. And then we just put the solutions right into our Delta Math, and we will be able to find those. So I kind of put the problem type here. So it's called identifying quad and linear system solutions. So you could have 2 lines, you could have a line and a parabola. So we just look for those intersection points. All right, example 2. This is an SAT style problem. Notice that this is 2 linears, and you'll see that it actually is a very straightforward problem, but what they want you to do with the answer is maybe not as straightforward. So this says if A comma B is a solution to the system below, so what this is saying is we need to find the solution in kind of an XY coordinate. What is the value of A plus B? So what we're going to do is just find that solution. So again, find the intersection. So this is going to be 4, 3. And technically speaking, if we're just kind of going out of like an algebra textbook or something, they just call this like an X comma Y coordinate, but it's actually also kind of your A comma B as well. So your A is equal to 4 and your B is equal to 3. So then A plus B just asks you to take whatever you had for A plus B. So it's going to be 4 plus 3, and that's equal to 7. So this could be presented as a grid-in, or it could be presented as a multiple choice question. But I just wanted to kind of show you a SAT style problem. You'll also see this type of problem without the graphs as well. So tip on SAT problems without the graph, use substitution or elimination, which we'll talk about later this week and into next week. And then do the same thing once you get the X and the Y coordinates. All right, so now let's look at ones that the graph is not provided with and actually use the graphs to take advantage of the fact. So this is a systems graphically level 1 on Delta Math. And what we see here, I like to, just kind of like interpret my y equals mx plus b. So our slope on this first equation is 1. And then our y-intercept is going to be 4. And then I'm just going to go find 4. And I'm just going to draw a line that has a slope of 1. Connect the dots like that. And fortunately, Delta Math will have a nice professional line that is created for you. And then on this one, my second line, it's going to be a slope of -1/2. And then our y-intercept is going to be -8. And then this is going to be down 1/2. And we'll just kind of continue kind of that same slope. And the intersection point will be right there. So that's going to be -8, comma, -4. And we could actually try and see if the solution is a solution by just checking our work. So actually, why don't we just do that real quick? So I have -4. And I want to see, does that equal to -8 plus 4? And it does. So we're 1 for 2 so far. And then I could try -4. And I want to see, does that equal to -1/2 times -8 minus 8. And we see that you get 4 minus 8, which does equal to -4 as well. So we're good. And that's how we know that we did it correctly. And you will want to make sure that you enter your answer on Delta Math as a XY coordinate. All right. The last type of problem today, and it would not surprise me if the SAT emphasizes this one a little bit more, are the level 2s. So the concept is the same as the level 1s, but the problem is that both equations are not in y equals mx plus b, so we want to get them into y equals mx plus b. So note, we need to get both equations as y equals to mx plus b. And this is something that we've done before. So I just circle that I want to get y by itself. And I'm going to subtract 3x on both sides. So I'm going to get -2y equals to -3x plus 12. And I'm just going to divide by -2 on both sides. And these are both of my equations now. So note that on this top equation, our slope is equal to -1. Our y-intercept is -1. And I'm just going to graph that for equation 1. So here's -1. And then we're just going to go down 1 over 1. And you'll have the professional drag a line tool on your Delta Math to be able to do this one correctly. So it will look nice and professional, and you can see what the solution is. And then on the other one, we are at 3/2 x minus 6. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, and lo and behold, right there is, as they say, X marks the spot. So right at that place is our solution. So I'm going to have 2, -3. And I can try and see my check for work. So I would like to see, does that work? So for this first one, I have -3 equals to -2 minus 1. And that works. And then I'm going to try the other one. So I'm going to have 3 times 2 minus 2 times -3. And I want to see, does that equal to 12? And we get 6 plus 6. So it does. So you don't actually have to do the check for work on Delta Math, but I just wanted to show you the check for work just so you can actually verify that it's a solution. And by the way, pro tip, on the SAT, if you have XY coordinates as answer choices, plug them in and see if they work. And if the answer to that is yes, then it's actually the answer choice. So make sure that you are working on your Delta Math problems. These are similar to what you just saw. And please email me if you have any questions. And also, as a reminder, if you did your cumulative review guide and you want the extra credit for it, please post it to the Google Classroom or email me at rbenzel@huronhighschool.org so that you can get credit on it. And thank you very much and have a great, productive day.